Good morning. It's actually evening for me, but I'm going to make this cheesy hamburger helper. Why the heck not? I think it's going to be easy to do. Tonight I am still getting slammed by work. That's not a bad thing, but I could really use some days off at this point. But I probably shouldn't say that too loud, because if I say, oh, I wish I had some days off, I'll end up with like nothing to do next month, like all month. And I'll be going, why? Oh, that's not what I want to do. I need to find a pound of hamburger. All right, I found a pound of hamburger. And you know how this goes. I'm going to have to cook it, scramble it, taste it. It's all right. We continue. If it's not, I think I have 1 more pound of hamburger in there. To be honest, I think I've only found maybe 1 or 2 pounds of bad hamburger in all the hamburgers that I've gotten from the food pantry this year. So I'm going to cook that hamburger, and then I'll taste it, and we'll proceed from there. Let me show you this hamburger. There's the hamburger right there. Just going to wait for it to cook, and I'll be back. All right, it is time for me to get rid of some of this grease in this skillet. And it's water and hamburger grease. So I've got a jar in the sink. Oops. And lots of that missed the jar, unfortunately. Sometimes that happens. Of course, when I turned on the faucet, the stream of water that came out started going into the jar. Yeah, that makes sense. Or I should say that's just my luck. So now I gotta let that run. Luckily, it's a warm day, and the pipes really aren't that far away from the sewer. Alright, I'll show this to you. That jar miss was frustrating. Alright, so there it is. I'm going to let it finish cooking. Looks alright, smells alright. I'm getting ready to do my next article, and I'm like, is it only Wednesday? Look at my watch. Yeah, it's only Wednesday. Alright, this is not quite done. But I'm making it smaller. Smells alright. Looks alright. I'll show it to you. There it is. Needs to cook a little bit longer. So I'm going to let it do that, and I'll be back. Okay, I think this beef is about done. It looks better than I thought it would. The water really looked pretty nasty at one point. This actually looks like it turned out pretty good. Smells all right. So let's see. I need to taste this. It's been kind of a... If I haven't said it before, actually I've probably... If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times this month. I can't believe how busy it's been this month. I'm hoping this is like turning over a new leaf for 2025. Because while it's a struggle to get used to this volume of work, I am grateful for the volume of work. All right, so let me see if this is any good. I think it's all right. Yeah, I tend to think I would know pretty immediately if it were bad, but you never know. I don't really like big chunks of meat. If I had a dishwasher, I would use my food processor more often, because then I could just stick it in the dishwasher. But all right, so I'm going to make this a little bit more healthy. I'm going to add some mixed vegetables to this pan. Also, it makes it stretch a bit farther. My mom always used to add peas into this, and I'm not sure why she chose peas and well, not anything else. It was always peas. I'm going to do a can of mixed vegetables. And I got that from the food pantry. Actually, this whole dinner, I think, is going to come from the food pantry, minus maybe one can. I think I want to put some tomatoes in there. But anyway, definitely putting a can of mixed vegetables in here. And I was checking out the sales at my local grocery. I shall be heading there Friday. I think Friday. I don't think I can get out tomorrow. I think I can get out Friday and get the rest of what I need for not too much money. It's just catching up with these awful, horrible stealing companies. You know, like the electric company and the gas company. That looks good. Yeah, there's more in there than I thought. Check this out. So I really didn't know, or I guess I should say I forgot what all is in a can of mixed vegetables. And maybe you haven't seen one of these cans in a while either. I sure haven't. So there's carrots, there's potatoes, there's a little bit of peas, there's a lima bean, and there's some green beans and corn. That's interesting. I knew there was corn, peas, and green beans in it, and carrots. I forgot about the potatoes and the lima beans. All right, I'm pretty happy about that. I'm glad there's all these carrots in here. So we'll just add some health to my hamburger. In theory. All right, that's really cool. I like that a lot. All right, so I need to look at the directions on this. A pound of lean ground beef, I did that. 1 1/4 cups of water and 2 cups of milk. Guess we better head on over to the scale, which is right there. Pan's pretty full. I don't know if I'll get my can of tomatoes in there. I don't think so. But let's tear this out. If you're curious, the spatula weighs 91 grams. So I need, where's my thing? 1 1/4 cups of water. So I need 10 ounces of water. And I need this on ounces. Okay, 10 ounces of water. Let's see if we got it. No, I got 7.2. All right, that's 10 ounces of water. 2 cups of milk. Now, I actually have whole milk today, so that's great. I ran out to the store on Tuesday? Monday or Tuesday? I think it was yesterday. And got some milk. I think it was it Monday? I don't know. It was earlier this week. So there's 8 ounces of milk, and that's as far as I can take it right at the moment. Because the pan is full. So I'm going to put this back over on the stove and try and stir it up. And I'll get my bowl back. And I'll show this to you. Look how full that is. I have to get the rest of the, I have to get the actual hamburger helper in there now. So if you've never seen hamburger helper, it's kind of just like macaroni and cheese. It's got a packet of spices or sauce mix, and it has a whole bunch of pasta in it. And I need to look at this pasta. So I like to look at everything. This is hamburger helper pasta. It's in date. Making sure it's decent. All right, so I'm going to pour this in here. And it will get, that pasta will get bigger. And then I will probably have to add more milk at some point. I'm going to hold off on the sauce right at the moment. All right, I'll be back. All right, it's been a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and put the spice mix in here. As it cooks down, I'm going to have to add more milk. Just size of the pan is the issue. If I can get down to Dollar General, I might look for a pan that's just a little bit bigger. And I'm going to add some other stuff in here too, like pepper. Probably doesn't need any salt. Garlic. Onion powder. Yeah, some of this. Red pepper flakes. And I think that'll be where I'll stop. If you've looked at the Hamburger Helper prices lately, it's not all that cheap. It's about $2 a box. Alright, I'm going to let that cook, and I'll be back. I guess I could show it to you. There it is. Alright, now I'm going to let it cook, and I'll be back in a few. I added some more milk a few minutes ago. The pot is full. I stirred it around just a hair. Honestly, there's not anything else I can do except let this cook, because the pot is full. Alright, I am going to call this done. I can't believe it's 4 o'clock already. It is, yeah, 3:54. I can't believe it's 4 o'clock already. So I'm going to call this done. It's kind of burned on the bottom of the pan. I don't call it done. So this actually smells pretty good. So I'm going to let this cool off. And then I can come back in and taste it, because it is mighty steamy. There's what it looks like. Alright, it is still super steamy, but I am super starving. So that's kind of how that goes. Food Pantry Day usually ends up being a pretty awesome meal day. Especially if I can grab some Hamburger Helper. They don't always have Hamburger Helper, if you can believe that. Hamburger Helper used to be touted as a affordable and fast meal, because all you had to do was add a pound of hamburger. But at the time that Hamburger Helper came out, the box, like what I just got, was less than $1. A pound of hamburger was 99 cents. Just ground beef, regular ground beef, was 99 cents. And like a can of vegetables was 35 cents. Folks, this wasn't that long ago. You're talking about the 80s and the 90s. Not that long ago. And that is perfectly edible. So today, this is actually quite the pricey meal. A pound of hamburger could set you back anywhere from $5 to $8. Can of vegetables might be, I know there's some you can get for under $1. So $1 for a can of vegetables, and the Hamburger Helper itself is still $2. So anyway, folks, if you liked this video, please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you later.